found a spring!
Well, I won 2 books this month from Goodreads. 2 days in a row. I got an email on Sunday. You won a book! And then on Monday I got another one. You won a book! I'm like, holy crap, I've never done that before.
I need to go on their website and start.
Look at how many books I have gotten
Between
from
you
Epic
two?
Reads and Goodreads. I've gotten a ton of free books.
Yeah.
So the first book I've got was Miss Mabel's School for Girls by Katie Cross. And it's signed. There's lottery tickets in here. It's signed, personalized to me, which is really awesome.
Yes.
This is about, like, a school for witches. And, like, the head mistress or whatever put a curse on the main character, and she's going to the school to, like, take revenge.
I gotta read this.
I'm pretty sure that's what a brief summary of the book. I could be totally wrong, but I'm super excited to read it. It sounded like something I'd totally be into. So, that's the first one. And then the next one, I won Angel Fall by Susan E. This is, like, the first book I won from Goodreads that's, like, a book that I actually, like, heard of.
Yeah.
And, like, one that's popular
Mm-hmm.
that I've wanted to read. So, I'm super excited. It's the first one in the Penryn?
Yeah,
series?
Penryn.
So, I'm super excited to... I've heard nothing but good things about this series, so...
It's highly rated on
Yeah.
Goodreads. The last book, the third book, has a 5-star.
And that's
Status.
very...
That's, you don't ever see that. At
So,
least I haven't seen it with
I'm
any books.
super excited to read this. And then today at the bookstore, I scored some pretty awesome books there. I was lucky this time. I got The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. I've heard, like, everyone talk about this series, so... And this book, it's never even been read. Like, perfect condition paperback,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
They must have read it like this.
Or didn't read
Yeah,
it
because
at
the
all.
spine, it's not even cracked.
This is about a town that can hear each other's thoughts, right? I think that's... Yeah, everyone can hear everyone else's thoughts.
I don't think...
That could make for a very interesting... I don't want to know anyone's
And
thoughts.
there's 3 in this series, I'm 90% sure. And this is the first one. I'm excited to read this. And then I got Deadly Little Lies by Lori Faria Stolars, who did the Blue is for Nightmares or whatever, that series. I have a few of those.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure which book this is in the series. I know this is not the first one. And I have no idea what they're about. I knew of them, and I thought they were pretty. Plus, this was like $2.
Can't beat that deal.
Plus, I had a huge credit
Yeah.
at the store for turning in books. I only I only paid $1.07 for these. So I think if I don't like it, oh well.
Take it back.
Yeah, I could just
Get more
trade
store
it in for
credit.
more store credit. But I've heard pretty decent things about the series. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but I will find out when I get around to reading it. But I first need the first one in the series. Then I got The Reckoning by Kelly Armstrong. I'm not sure what
Is
this
that the third
series
one?
is. The Darkest Powers trilogy. This is the third one in the series. But I've always been intrigued by these books. I've always really liked the covers.
Yeah.
So I figured, $3. It was
Versus
there.
I think
I-
at Books A Million they
I
have it
was
for
just
5
gonna
or
say,
6.
yeah, they have it like for 5
and
or
it's,
6.
in amazing condition. There's nothing wrong with it. So, I just gotta get the first 2. Then I bought Clear to Lune by Christine Johnson. I've seen this book in bookstores. I haven't heard anyone talk about it. It seems like it's about shapeshifters or werewolves or something. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of pretty. I'm so superficial with my book choices. Sorry.
We judge by covers.
But I saw it there and I'm like, well, if I don't like it, I'll just turn it in. And it's in perfect condition too, so.
Mhm.
And the last one was my find of the day.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
There is slight cover damage, but it's not too bad. The Golden Lily by Rochelle Mead.
I'm so jealous.
I loved Vampire Academy. I have yet to start the Bloodlines spin-off, but this is the second in the series, and I own it in hardcover, and I'm so excited.
And I'm the only one that started reading that second series.
I know I'm gonna love it, because my favorite person is in it, Adrian. I
Yeah.
love him. He was my favorite throughout the whole entire Vampire Academy series. So since he's in these, I'm excited.
And I think
And I
Rose
know I
even
will
makes
like
an
it.
appearance in the series
Yeah,
too.
I'm assuming like they'll have brief appearances, but yay! Now I started collecting this series, which I wanted to do anyways.
Yeah.
So, when I saw that at the bookstore, I flipped out,
Which is funny because I was standing right in front of it.
and I'm like, mine!
I'm surprised I didn't see it. I think I was looking
I
at
was like
something
very
else.
quietly. I'm like,
I think I was focusing on House of Night at that time.
and I have a notebook that I keep all the books that I need in series, and I totally forgot it.
Yep.
And earlier in the morning, I'm like, well, if we go to the bookstore, don't forget that.
And you forgot
And
it
I
just like I
thought
did.
about that. And then when you're like, we're gonna go to the bookstore, I'm like, okay.
I did the same thing.
So I'm like looking at books, I'm like, I don't know if I need that one.
Why do you think I left 2 books back? Because I'm like, do I have these yet?
House of Night is really the only one that I didn't know that because I have a good amount of them, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I haven't read like the last 2 I own. I haven't read them because I'm waiting until I get them all.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have 3 books right now. First book I won from Goodreads. It's an ARC, The Art of Baking Blind by Sarah Vaughn. This comes out May 5th, and it's a contemporary about people in a baking competition. I'm pretty sure. And I'm totally obsessed with baking, like the Great British Bake Off.
No,
Amazing show.
I've been obsessively watching it wherever I can find it online. So yeah, and I love to bake, and I love cozy mysteries about baking and everything baking.
Yes.
So that's
When I saw this on Goodreads, I put my name in it, and I won it. Yay. Hopefully, I'll get around to actually doing a review on this book.
You will. Before May.
And then I also bought Landlines by Rainbow Rowell today, which was super exciting because it was only $6.97 in the bargain section. And I've been wanting this book. I really like Rainbow Rowell. I've read Attachments, which I really liked. I have Fangirl. I haven't read it yet.
Oh, okay.
But I did really enjoy her story in the My True Love Gave to Me Christmas book thing. Her story was really cute. And I also got Dean Koontz' Deeply Odd, which is 6th book in the Odd Thomas.
She's like, there's so many
I
of
had
them.
to count them. Even though this is larger than my other copies. Why do you do this, books? Why? But this was in the bargain section, and it was the next book I needed, so I just was like, yeah, can't talk. I had too much coffee today, and my brain is shut down.
Great.
But I already read this, and I love it. I love Odd Thomas series. If you haven't read it, I think you should. So, I am a hairdresser, if you didn't know that, technically. I went to school for it. So, I give them haircuts and stuff, so I get paid in books.
Hey!
I only do it for friends and family now, because I hate it. I hate doing other people's hair. Like strangers. I don't know. I'm more cut out for makeup than hair.
Yeah.
So the first book is Payment. It's Ferris by Marissa Meyer. I finally have them all. I just need to read Cress and then I can read this. So I'm super excited. Yay. And then I got The Haunting of Sunshine Girl by Paige Mackenzie. I've heard about this book going on YouTube, and I guess it was like a YouTube web series. I didn't know about that. But it had a recommended from like Wes Craven and R.L. Stine on the back, so I'm like, want to read this.
Yeah.
Because I love horror, and I love Wes Craven. You know, Nightmare on Elm Street and everything. And I grew up reading R.L. Stine, so I was like, this sounds awesome. Plus, it's a pretty cover. And I'm a sucker for pretty covers. Just like everyone else. And then I bought on the clearance section Hidden and Revealed by PC and Kristen Cass. These are the next 2 in the House of Night that I needed. Now all I need is the last one that just came out a few months ago, and I finally have them all. So that's good. Then I can start rereading them because I've forgotten like everything that happened.
Yeah.
And the last book I got was Immortal Hearts, a Vampire Kisses novel by Ellen Schreiber. These are really super cute books. It's about like a goth girl that falls in love with a vampire. They're super adorable. I love the Vampire Kisses books, and I even read the manga they had for this.
Mm-hmm.
I just think they're adorable. And I don't know, this might be like 8 or 9 in the series. They're super short, quick reads, but I wanted to collect them all, so.
I was looking at that one and then also looking at the Morganville.
Morganville Vampires is good too. I started those. I read like the first 3.
They've got a whole bunch of those.
Because those are very short.
They're mostly paperback now.
Yeah.
So.
There's just so many of those that I don't even want to collect them because there's too many.
Yeah.
I'm just like, no.
I'll just read them.
I don't have the room. I'll read them on my Kindle. And that's it for me for this month. It was actually a lot of books, considering all the books that I won earlier in the month.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go on.
Yes. Because look I've just won 3 books recently.
Yeah. And she's won 2 or 3. So yeah, it's my turn.
Yes.
I just
Yeah.
need to let Julie know I'm using her address.
That's it. Well, I mean, you can use this address if it's a book neither of us have.
Yeah,
Signed
'cause,
up
like you
for.
like a
Yeah.
lot of the high fantasy.
Fantasy.
Okay.
Alright, so my turn. So yesterday, Roberta and I, we went out for breakfast before work, and we had a little bit of spare time. So we went to Barnes & Noble's, and I picked up 2 books for my pagan studies. The first one is by Oak, Ash, and Thorn, Modern Celtic Shamanism by D.J. Conway. In all the other books that I've read, I've seen this book mentioned multiple times, especially Celtic learnings, so I'm excited to read this one. And then this one my sister pointed out to me before Christmas, and
Instagrammed it.
she
I'm like,
picked it up and like, here, you're buying this, so I bought it.
I didn't. I was just showing you. I'm like, this is the one that
No, I'm talking about yesterday.
Yeah, I know. I didn't say you were buying it. I was
Like,
just
buy this.
That's what it felt like you were saying.
I was showing it to
I'd
you.
already seen it. But anyways,
you can't
physical.
show her anything without her thinking that you need to buy
it. But anyways,
Subliminal messages.
Yeah. It's
it
the-
was a subliminal message, but I didn't say.
So it's the Modern Guide to. I will show.
We're fangirling over
Yes.
this book.
So it's the Modern Guide to Witchcraft, your complete guide to witches, covens, and spells by Sky Alexander. I love the cover, and Roberta and Nikki like the deckled edging.
The color is so pretty.
It is. It's almost like watercolor,
Yeah.
like those Japanese watercolors with the
Yeah.
Japanese blossoms. Yeah, that was that trip. And then from New to You, I got another book from PC Cast, Goddess of Spring. So I will be reading this series. I think I'm missing the first book. I'm going to have to double check before I can start this series, and then we'll just see. And then to add to my Vampire Academy collection, I got
Oh my god, it's got frogs on the side!
Blood Promise with frogs on the side. I did not notice that.
I thought they were sketches. I'm like, someone sketched on those.
No, I think someone just decided to take a...
Stamp.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh!
Doris Teen?
Jean?
Something like that?
Apparently she liked frogs.
I guess so. If you want to see what we're talking about.
Kind of cool, but kind of
Yeah.
weird. There's nothing to do with frogs in this book.
She must
No.
have a frog
Maybe
thing.
she got a new stamp and she figured, hey,
She
there's
was-
a book lying here. Let me stamp on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't do that.
And then I got Stephen King's The Girl Who
Now
Loved
we
Tom
all
Gordon, so
own
we
a
all have
copy.
it now.
I'm forcing everyone to read
Like,
this book.
here, they
You
have
need,
it.
you need to add this to your
If
collection.
you haven't read it, you should read it.
It's creepy.
And then
Like
watch
my
our
favorite-
video review of it.
It's my favorite Stephen King book ever.
Yeah.
And then I saw these 2 books. I don't have the first one, but I will. It's Gregory Maguire's Son of a Witch, and A Lion Among Men. Unfortunately, this one's missing the dust cover.
But they're pretty, so.
So I will be reading these and watching for the other 2.
He always tends to have copies of those. So.
Yeah. So I will be looking for
I
hardbacks
have
of
2
those.
others of his books that I haven't read.
I got Rainbow Ralph, Landline, That's all I got. So, yesterday we went to Books A Million, and our favorite, I guess you can call it an occult shop? Pagan shop?
Witchcraft
store?
Spiritual store?
Yes, there we
Metaphysical.
go. It is called Creative Energy. It is in downtown Melbourne, Florida. It's called the Purple Store because the front of the store is like purple, bright purple. You've got all of these cream-colored businesses, and then you've got this purple store.
Purple is pretty and magical.
Yes. Yes.
And glitter.
So,
Spiritual.
aside from the 2 stones that I bought a piece of topaz, and I bought a magic glass egg. I bought Scott Cunningham's Crystal Gem and Metal Magic. It's his encyclopedia. We already have his encyclopedia of magical herbs, and then his incense.
Incense brews and potions or
Yeah.
something like that.
So, and I love Scott Cunningham's books. We've got another one besides those
I have
2.
a bunch of his books.
Yeah,
too.
he's a really good.
If you're into like
If you're into
Witchcraft
paganism,
and stuff.
anything like that. And then from Books A Million,
we pretty much have bought all their like discount books.
yeah,
At this point.
we gotta wait until they clear it out and start for
Yeah.
next season because the book that I bought is book 2, Crescendo by Becca Fitzgerald of the Hush Hush. God. Fitzpatrick, sorry. I'm okay. The rest of the world is going bonkers. And then I bought a signed copy of Rochelle Mead's The Ruby Circle. I read the first book in this new series. I can't
That's
think
the
of
only. It's Bloodlines.
Bloodlines, thank you. That's the only one that I've read so far.
And that's the only one.
And this is the only one that I own, but I will own them all because I own most of the Vampire Academy books, and I will own all of those because I liked the story of Rose and Lissa, and this series actually,
Adrian in it.
yes, has Adrian and Sydney,
I always forget her name.
Yeah,
Yes.
so do I.
so I need the rest of the books, but yes, I will be reading the series, but it's a signed copy! Yay! But yeah, that's all that I bought.
Okay, so when we went to New to You, I picked up Spells by April Lynn Pike. I believe this is the second book in the Wings quartet. Yeah, it's a 4-book series. So there's that one.
Covers are pretty,
Yeah, they are really pretty.
and they go together.
They do. And
As
then,
long as they don't change the covers midway through.
They do.
oh,
Is that not a sticker?
it's not a sticker. I thought that was a sticker.
That's horrible.
Well, at least it's a pretty color. Okay, so I picked up Fallen by Lauren Kate, and apparently this is not a sticker.
Oh, I hate when they do that. Why do they think that's a good idea?
I don't know. Meh. Ooh, that's a pretty color. Cover.
I wanted to read that book.
Teardrop. So here's this one, and then Rapture, which apparently is a 4th book.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, I don't have that one, so that's not. Because I have the first 2, Fallen and
Torment. Torment is the prettiest one.
Yeah. At least they're all sure. At least they go together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people like kind of don't like Fallen. I liked it.
I
I
liked it.
haven't read any angel books. They're about angels, right?
Yeah.
So.
So is Hush Hush is pretty similar.
yeah. So.
There was a Hush Hush that I read.
I think you read both.
I think I did read
Yeah,
both.
I
I
have
think you.
both.
Yeah, that was some time ago though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to reread when I finish collecting Fallen. I'm gonna have to reread it. Just like I'm gonna have to reread Hush Hush now that I have them
Yeah, because they're gonna film it. So. Okay, so for me, I also got Rainbow Rowell's Landline. There's the price in the bargain section, and then thank you very much because Amy bought this for me. I saw It's Black Friday on YouTube. That's her name. It's Black Friday. She is super amazing, and she got sent a book for free from the author, and it's called The Art of Gothic by Natasha Scarf.
Yeah.
Scarf. It looks like this, but basically it goes from goth to punk all the way through the different subgenres, and it goes through music, movies, art, and clothing. And here's some of the art. Like, that's the end papers. Here's the back.
It's a really cool book.
It's pretty. So pretty, like, here we go. Here's some more. Whoops. Like, really cool. It has, like, steampunk in here, and, like, look at all the pretty clothes, tattoos, all that stuff. So, fun, fun, fun. I'm going to have fun with this.
Yes, you are.
So, yay! I'm super excited.
Okay, so I didn't buy a whole lot this month. I only bought one book, and I completed a series. I have been holding off on purchasing this book because of the size of the book. It is The Infinite Sea, Book 2 of The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey.
It's so small
It's so tiny.
compared to the Fifth Wave.
It is so tiny. But I do want to complete the series.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure when they come out in paperback, and it's been out for almost a year now, so I figured I might as well snag it.
I need to get that too.
So
I need to get both of them.
I really loved the first book, and when I reread it, I completely forgot how much I love the story. It'll be interesting. I heard they're making it a movie, so
Yeah.
Alright, so
Until next time? Now,
Until next
can I
time.
say it?
yeah.
Okay, cool. Until next time, read more. Or buy more books this time.
No, don't buy more books. Buy more bookshelves.
Yes.
Then buy more books. And buy a bigger house to keep those books in.